Good morning, dear students. Today we start our new chapter, working with tables and queries. In previous chapter, we are learning about the MS Access. MS Access is a database concept program where we can keep analysis with a record. There are too many records. While we see there are different kind of companies or institutions or the related firms, they have keep their own record. Database is also kind of a relational database management system. It's a part of a MS Office suite program. We know that we have to just use for the keep record in our organized manner. In previous chapter, we knowing about the how to Microsoft get started. Then when we open Microsoft Access, we have to just start to create our database management system. So we know that how it can be saved or open database. In this chapter, how the data can be created with a different kind of fields, and we have to create and work within tables and queries. First of all, we know that we have to just create tables. Table is a, we can say that is a area where we can put our data in a different manner. When we create our data, we have seen table data types. These data types belongs to different fields as mentioned. Tags. While we creating tables, we have different kind of fields. First field is going to be tags. In table, if we want to put some tags based data, we have to select tags field. A tags field can be extended up to 255 characters. That means in a single field, we can type 255 characters. Then number. In tables we have a number kind of a field. We have to put numerical digits in manner of number. Memo that means it's also related to text, but their limitations of text is going to be extended. It's extended to be 65,536 characters. Then date and time. If we want date and time also be placed in the field, we have to choose it from the date and time. And these both are in a going to be different pattern or a format. Date also be going to be different pattern like day, month and year. Someone wants to be month, day and year. Simply in a time we have to hour, minute and second format. Directly 24 hours format we have to just mention in the date and time field. Then auto number. Then records are going to be in table. The number of the records in the sequence manner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is called an auto number. Then we have to move on yes no field. Sometimes we have a kind of a field that it will be available in kind of a field yes or no. So we have to choose yes or no. Optional, that we can say that this is an optional field. When we use different this kind of a field, we have to put yes or no. Then move on. ONE, that means object link embedded. Object link embedded. That means we have to link access within a different program. We have a work within a like Microsoft Word or a PowerPoint or a Excel. We have to link with this access database field. We have to use OLE, object link embedded. Then hyperlink. It is also a link, but in a different pattern. Hyperlink link that we have to just link within a web pages or a website. Then lookup wizard. If we are looking at some more other optional documents or a field, we are using lookup wizard. Then attachment. If we try to or connect different kind of a fields to attach with this database, we are using or choose attachment field. Then as so on calculated. If we are trying to create a mark sheet of the different class with their different subjects, we have to do calculation in field. So we have to choose calculation. Then last, rich text. Rich text, that means it is also belongs to the text. But rich text belongs to their different attributes like their font style, font size, its color, and different we can then formatting method. So these are the data types while we using or creating a tables. And then table is created, that we can say that we have to enter our data. We have a different kind of fields. As an example, we are starting or creating a school management system. So we have a student information table, students marks information tables, and we can say that student fees information table. Now we have to move on first table, student information table. In student information tables, we need a student fields. Student fields belongs to student's name, student father's name, student's roll number, student's phone number, student's address. As you know, as we can say that as your I card or your identification for a student. So in this manner, we are creating a student information table. So these fields are mentioning, these are belongs to students information table. In second table, in students marks table, we have choose student roll number, different subject name like Hindi, English, Science, Maths, Sanskrit, so on. This is going to be student marks table. And then third, student fees table. In student fees table, we have students roll number, we have different month, they have their paid their own fees to the month from January, February, March, April, May to November, December, so on. Other 12 month on the basis of your fees. So here we have three tables: student records, student marks record, student fees record. All the three tables are being calculated or created by these data types. These data types are useful while we creating our database, while entering the data in a table. Then views of a table. How it can be table we can view. In design view. Design view, that means we can create table within a design view. In design view, we see when we creating a table in design view, where we can different kind of fields are there. Field grid pane. In field grid pane, fields are going to be shown with their field properties, pane and data shape view. Most of time we have to create our table in a design view. Design view, that means that we can create your own separated choices. No one can have a same fields. Every student have their own pattern of designing their table. So we have to create in a design view. And when we want to enter data in a table, we have to just go in a data sheet view. So in that then the tables can also be viewed. Then after completing the table, all the three tables that I mentioned in your student information or student marks information or student fees information, we are working within primary key. Now then, what is primary key? One of the most important part in MS Excel, a field that can't be replaced. You know that in your school, you have your own unique roll number. like that 810, 817, 803, 854. This is your roll number and it can't be changed. That means your roll number is going to be your unique identifier. You are also identified with your roll number. In MS Access database, we have a field primary key. Primary key, that means a field that cannot be changed. Then I mentioned all the three tables: student, marks, and fees. In all three tables, we have a similar field, roll number. We have a similar field, a roll number. That means a roll number belongs to all the three tables and identified, not necessary to put student's name. We have to know about them their roll number. So primary key is going to be a unique identifier in our database. Then we have to work within queries, forms and reports. First of all, we have to work queries. That means query is just an asking a question about the particular field. If we want to know about the student's name with their phone number only. We have multiple fields within a student information. His father name, his address, date of birth or address. But we just want to know about the student's name with their phone number. So we have an option. There is a query. We have to just select two fields from a table in a query: student name and student's phone number. The both two fields are going to be selected in a query. We have to run a query and we see that only those students with their names and their phone number are going to be displayed. Again, example of a query that's including another table. We want to know about the student name whose marks is greater than 50 in a max subject. Now that there is a criteria, we just want to know about the students, only those students name, their marks greater than 50 in a max. So we have to create queries. We have to just select student names, subject from the marks table, subject max, and we have to give a simple criteria: greater than 50. We have to just give the simple criteria: greater than 50, and run the queries. Only those students' names are going to be displayed. Their marks are going to be 50. So this is the example of query. Then we have to move on forms. Forms is also going to be a display or a fields. All the fields are going to be there. We can also add some data to the forms and also directly include it to the tables. We can also manipulate records with the forms. It is going to be display unit of forms. And then reports. Reports, that means the printed output of the selected fields. As we know that we have a data in our system and we have to just want printed output of these record, we have to use this report. So basically all the four main things in our MS Access database, we have tables working with queries, forms and reports. So when we have using all these fields, our database is also going to be more attractive. And first of all, main thing, we have a proper database or a proper, we can say that the information about the all related fields. So that is our chapter working with tables and queries. Okay, thank you.